whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. Just twist your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak just my mind. Oh. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're chilling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, 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 oh,
way. All right, folks, welcome along to Greenity House, our last auction day for spring. Crazy to see the year flying through. Hey, first and foremost, welcome along. Absolute pleasure to have you here. To the bidders and buyers in the room that are first time here, hey, good luck to you. Not easy to get yourself in a position to bid and buy here in the current market, so I wish you all the very, very best with your endeavours. Look, my name is Ben Donaldson, just one of the auctioneers rotating throughout the day. I believe that Hamish and Ned will keep things flowing and moving along throughout the day. Any questions, pop and have a chat to us. On the left-hand side of the room, Karen Phillips here, our auction manager. Any questions, queries, please have a conversation. She will look after you, knows what's going on. Hey, look, for all of our auctions, just to keep you reassured, we run all our auctions under the Real Estate Institute's best practice guide, so to make sure everything runs very smoothly. And again, when you are successful here today, we'll ask you to sign and acknowledge receipt of that REA guide before pushing forward with your purchase. And again, there is those auction authority forms. We ask you fill those out ahead of bidding here today. If you haven't done so, then please have a conversation with your agent and go forward from there. Now, just to refresh the few that might be new to this, hey, the conduct of auction is very clean and clear. It is in every contract you would have seen and perused, but just to run you through it again, we do have reserve prices that we work with. They are confidential, of course. Your job as bidders and buyers is to reach and breach those. Then very simply, we have the right to sell to the highest bidder here today. We'll help you along with the bidding, of course, by nominating those sums to keep things going through. Happy to take your suggestions, though. We'll work with you. But if we don't think they're in the best interest of our owner, we can also refuse any bid going forward from there. There is a number of licensed colleagues working with buyers here today, bidding on the phone, so rest assured we'll name and identify those as going through, and the paperwork is all done in behind the scenes. Very straightforward and simple. We also have the right as auctioneers to place vendor bids. We'll identify those very clearly just by saying that it is a vendor bid. What these are, they are a bid from the vendor. We'll only place them when there's an absence from a bid from the floor. And rest assured, as buyers here, you can bid against those with confidence because they are well below that reserve price. And again, it is just going forward from there. Look, very, very simple. Hey, clause 2.6, just to point this one out, very, very important. The vendor can withdraw the property from sale at any time. What this means, if we don't reach reserve here on the floor, we'll pause the auction, we'll take that highest bidder off to the side, have a conversation. Sometimes during those negotiations, conversations, we can reach a level our vendor says, hey, we're happy to sell, withdraw the property. It won't come back to the floor. So to avoid this happening to you, folks, very simple. Make sure you hold that highest bid at all times. And of course, if there's any disputes in the bidding, we'll simply go back to the last undisputed bid and resume the auction from there. And again, hey, at the end of the auction, fall of the hammer, very straightforward and simple. Wake a few of you up. Hey, look, sign the contract, pay a deposit of 10% to secure your purchase here today, and that is it going forward. So very clean, very clear, and very straightforward. Any questions, again, Karen at the left-hand side of the room here. Happy to have a chat and support as always. Hey, look, kicking off the day, number 28 Gamblers Road in St Martin's. My absolute pleasure to work from the duo from the Beckenham team, Sally McMillan and, of course, Debbie Pettigrew here, and Grant Milligan, their business owner, here to help and assist as always. Now, what you look to bid and buy, of course, that freehold title, 822 square metres of land, which is identified, of course, given through the documentation by the team. Now, settlement date, that's outlined for the 16th of October, unless you are working with a pre-agreed date there, of course, that's going forward from there. But the proposition itself, well, look, what an absolute beauty. We call this the Proportunity, located in a spot where we know that is a family favourite, the character charm in the area. So again, what do you do? Do you revitalise, do you re-enhance that character charm and just use the capital growth going forward there for the future? Or do you say, hey, look, we know the home has seen better days. The 1920s bones, while solid, we could do with something different here. We actually go forward and redevelop the site and again reinvest in that location. And as we know the location, what a spot so close to the St Martin's shopping centre. You've got the amenities, the river walks, there's fantastic schooling, of course, the Port Hills, they're your backdrop just behind you there again. So look, as we know, the rhythm of real estate, it is clean, it is clear, and this is an absolute beauty to start off with. So bidders and buyers, I'm going to go to the floor. Who wants to start me away for number 28 Gamblers Road in St Martin's? Where do we say go? 900,000. Where was that? Down there with Tom Chamberlain bidding on behalf of buyer at $900,000. There's the line in the sand at 900, triple O. Who's here to contest? Is he 925 to move things forward from there? Where do we say go? 950 down here. Good luck to you, sir, at $950,000. $1 million down the back with Richard. Who's here to contest? Is he $1.25 million? Where do we say from here? $1 million we have, nice and easy. First call, $1 million. Take 10 if it helps. Down here, he says, and 20 straight back with Richard. Another 30, he says, down here. 50. Good. $1.50 million we have. Squared me off. Is it 60, do we say? $1.50 million we have down the back. First call, any advance? And 60, he says, straight back. 70, there we have it. Maybe 1.1 is the obvious call, but 1,070,000 we have. First call, 1070, trip below. Any advance? 5 if it helps. Happy to work with you. Everyone else, welcome to join at 1,070,000 on the phone. First call. Second opportunity. Any advance? Debbie, can I have some instructions, please, at 1,070,000? You're on the market and selling. You heard it here, folks. We are selling away today. A new name on the title. And another 5 here at 1,075,000. 80, I'm suggesting. Maybe stronger. 80, he says on the knot. 1080 and selling. Any advance? Take a 1 if it helps. First call, hammers up. 5, he says, at 1,085,000. 1-1, cleared me off. Good work there at 1-1. Any advance from here? Otherwise, I sell away at 1.1 million. First call, 1.1. Second opportunity. Any advance? You might have scared them off, Richard, because it looks like it's going to go. Last chance before we go round the room. No late bids. 1-1 in the corner. Third time. It goes. It goes. It is gone and sold. Congratulations. Well, a very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We carry on with a busy day. We now welcome Courtney Pero and the excellent work she's done here at 11 Ashbourne Street in Burnside. Pleasure to meet with our owners yesterday and appreciate what it is they offer up. Burnside, what a location, perennially popular that it is. Contractually, what is on offer, what it is that you purchase is described as a freehold title. You sit upon the 607 square metres, more or less. Plenty of time to get organised before that settlement date, which is, of course, the 28th of October. But this is a home that has been thoroughly enjoyed, certainly been fully refreshed, refurbished and remodelled over recent years. Comforts are plenty. From start to finish, lots of money and a lot of work done to this home. Ready for the next to simply move in and really enjoy it. The kitchen, that is an absolute standout. The dual ovens, the space it offers, that really impressive walk-in scullery as well. The dining, the living space, well, they can be separated or conjoined as required thanks to that sliding door. From there, it just flows with ease out to that sunny backyard and that deck. You've got the near new garage there. You've got the choice, of course, of 4 bedrooms. And this location serves up some excellent schooling. Burnside High, that is the jewel in the crown when it comes to that. Sought after spot, great position, a great home. I am very much now in your hands, ladies and gentlemen. Look for an opening bid. Who's here to buy? What's the number? Where's the value? A figure you'd like to kick off with? What do we think? An indication, a really easy one, something maybe like $750,000 just to get underway. Wouldn't own it, but to get us started. Is there a hand up at that sort of money or somewhere else you'd prefer to be? Maybe. Good on you, sir, and good to have your company. Off we go at $750,000, maybe $800 to step forward. First call, nice and easy, $750,000 and very much only at this early stage. Second call, who proffers up the 8 for me? Third final, over here we go, this side of the room at $800,000. Competition with you now, sir, at $800, maybe $850 to come back with my starter, or look to the rest of the room. But $800,000, bid offered, everything done, move in and enjoy it. Courtney, are we bidding down the back there? I've got a hand up. 820, work with that at $820,000. My advice is $850, but you tell me what you prefer to do. Or same down here. Not of the head or a hand up is there. $820,000 bid down the back there. 830. Okay, new face down here at $830,000. Do we go 50 this time? At 830? 50. Thank you, Hamish. Working with a buyer there at 850. What's the response? 870 maybe, is it, man? 850 here on the aisle. On your call, Hamish. First call. 4 in it at $850,000. 870. Welcome back. Do we go 900 there? $870,000. The next offer? 900 and appreciated, but don't stop and don't be deterred. Easily done. Still at a comfortable level. 920 is it? At $900,000. Here on the aisle. First call at 920.
910. Okay, we'll do it that way. 10 by 10, quite all right. 910,020, I take it as. Back over here at 920, ma'am. Your opportunity is now 930 at $920,000. First call, picture your future. Need to secure. There it is, 930. 930 is better. 930 the offer, 40 is it to come back. 930, still an offer. Are we back on the aisle at $930,000 back here with the earlier interest at $930,000? Push for the 940, the schooling, the calibre of location, the money that has been done, that has been spent, the work that's been done, another 5 at 935. Ma'am, can we go 950 together? 940, 45 or 50, your opportunity, but $940,000 there on offer at 940. Do your best work, your future, first call at $940,000. Down the back here, any advance second call at $940,000. Further interest is there, down here, there, or down the back. Hamish, any further at $940,000. Third and final call. So you look like you're about to or want to. 45. Well, welcome back. I love your timing, sir. $945,000 and what timing it is. Ma'am, I'm going to assume it's 950. 950. We're on the same page at $950,000. Your decision to be made, sir. At 950, 55 if you're happy there. 55, 955 and 60, or let's mix it up with 10. What do we think, ma'am? 955. Hear the offer. 956. Heard that correctly? Just the 1,000 more. This is where we go to maybe 60. $956,000. Courtney, can I have instructions? Offered up, 956 with you, ma'am. Selling away. It goes. $956,000. I take anything more from you, sir. And I put the hammer down if I don't. 57. Good work. 957. Let's go 60 at 900. Ma'am? 957. Make it clear. The bid's against you. Down here. 58 if you prefer. At 957 or 3 calls and it goes. 960. Well done. $960,000, but took some time. Give you a moment down the front here. $960,000. 11 Ashbourne Street, Burnside at $960,000, changing hands. Certainty in play. I work with 1,000. Hamish, down here. 61, 961, 65 is it? Courtney, maybe some help down the back here. What have we got? 62, 962. Can we say 65? Good bid. 965. Fire with fire and 970. 66. Behind by only 1,000 at 966. No favourites, but she's the one at the moment. 966. Do we go to the 970, sir? 966,000 for the first call, and we sell twice called at 966. So I don't think you're quite done. 67. 67. 70 is it, Courtney? 967,000. A good home, value down to the thousands. Worth fighting for, 967. You'd struggle to find better, 967. 68. 968, said it before, 70, the whole figure. Maybe the solution. At 968, once and we go. At 968, you can join back in over this side or down the back. It's lots of fun. 968, twice called at 968,000, sir. 69, 70? And I can't have it together. 69, is it? Yes, one more, 69. $969,000 for 11 Ashbourne. Great parking. You've got the garaging, 4 bedrooms, lots of children, lots of guests. $969,000. Once, twice, at 969 down the front, and we sell. Is that a bid, ma'am? Third final, down here, going. We are gone and sold here. Congratulations, well bid. Appreciate the efforts elsewhere too, as always. Well done to Courtney Pero and her outgoing owners. Okay, folks, I now have the pleasure of taking you just down the road to the very centrally located property here at 43 Parade Court in Addington, very proudly brought to the market by Gurjant Singh of the Harcourts Horswool team. As I say, it's all about location here, folks, and a neat and tidy home, as you can see as well. But firstly, I draw your attention to the contract, which outlines that 43 Parade Court in Addington, Christchurch, is of course a cross-lease in freehold, having an approximately 1/5 share in 1,413 square metres, more or less, and your settlement date is set down in the contract as the 16th of October, so a nice quick turnaround to get your keys to your new home here in ever-popular Addington. Well, I said before, folks, it's all about location. For those of you that lived in Christchurch for a long time, you'll remember the old showgrounds. They were so centrally located, of course. Prime land, which became too good for showgrounds, and you just had to put homes on it, of course, in the late 90s, early 2000s, and Parade Court was one of those developments. I think a very clever development, because as I said before, they're neat and tidy townhouses, the permanence of brick and tile, of course, there as well, and you can leave the car in the garage and simply walk. It's such a convenient spot there, whether there'll be a concert on at the nearby arena, whether it be the rugby, or whether it be a short stroll into town. It is a sought-after location, and it's only going to become more and more popular in the future. So well situated, of course, also for sun, as you can see there, and it's so nice and bright throughout. I think it is an absolute gem. So here, folks, it's for your competitive bidding. Where do you see value? Here in Parade Court. Call me your opening bids. We're looking for a bit of a clue from the auctioneer. Look, pardon me, sir? 595, very specific, but good place to start at $595,000. At $595, perhaps round me off to say 620 from here. It's there to move us forward. At $595, I'm calling it away then. First, second, third, final time. Let's a vendor bid with me to $620,000. Need to be north of here. Sir, can I tempt you back in, perhaps 650? At $620,000 bid here with the vendor. At $620,000, rest of the room more than welcome to join in. Sorry, sir. 625, it's moving in the right direction. A little bit of work to be done, though. At $625,000, however, sir, if it is just you and me, we'll pause. We'll have a negotiation into one of the side rooms. As we know, folks, if you are here to bid and buy, make sure you register that interest now. We don't always come back to the room. At $625, I call it away then. First, second, third, final time. Sir, out of respect, there'll be no more vendor bids from me. We'll pause there on your bid, we'll find a quiet space, and we'll come and have a chat.
Folks, moving on out to South New Brighton we go. Of course, number 25 Craddock Street. Absolute pleasure to welcome to the auction arena Mark Holland and Ben McCarthy from the Avonhead Fold, doing great stuff out here by the beach. Again, looking after the event and, of course, distributing documentation outlining what you look to acquire for your family's future. Of course, that supersized freehold title, 1,070 square metres of beachside living. Settlement date, your happy day, that's the 10th of October. That's the way you look forward to. And again, the home itself, hey, look, had the pleasure to pop out, have a look around. But I just love this location in South Brighton. You do feel like you're a little island of your own, whether it's morning estuary walks or a swim in the sea, save on the hot water. But if you are adverse to the cold, hey, you pop inside the refreshed, revitalised and rejuvenated interiors. They are light, bright and obviously modernised to just look after you, keeping you comfortable all year round. And of course, you've got that flexible layout with those 3 good-sized bedrooms there, looking after the family, the friends, the stayovers, whatever it may to be. And of course, that open plan space, the log burner, it is all just ready to plug in and move into, of course, the appliances, gleaming and ready for you to get in there and start using. An absolutely fantastic proposition. But again, you go outside, you've got space to dig your toes and do what you want to, whether it's the backyard cricket, the barbecues, the veggie beds, the future intensification. You do as you will, but you've got space to spread and sprawl. And that is what I absolutely love, not just for the location with what's on offer around you, but of course in your own backyard. An absolutely fantastic proposition. And again, you've got some fantastic school zonings just around the corner as well. Just to name a couple, you've got Shirley Boys, of course, and Avonside Girls. So, hey, a location that is not just there to look after you, lifestyle-wise, but you're learning and, of course, your long-term value with that land holding. So what a great proposition. Beachside, hey, who's here to start me away for number 25 Craddock Street? Where do we say go? Your turn, buyers. Is he $500,000 get me underway? How does 500,000 sound? Happy to go there if you don't. All right, $500,000 vendor bid back here with me. Is there 525 for a conversation to advance north of there for a location in a haven like this? First call, 500,000, looking for advancements north of there. Seeking 25, but take your instruction. Second call, 5 1/4. That's what we seek and search for. Third and final time. Buyers on notice, my last vendor bid at 525. I'm not going to keep going forward north of there, but happy to have a conversation if it's here in the room. Is there a hand up for a chat? What do we say and do? First call at 5 1/4. Any advance? Who's here to contest? Lifestyle living location, freshly rejuvenated, ready to move into. Second call. Third final time. Look, Mark, Ben, I know you've got a number of parties to speak to that are waiting to move forward from here. And again, if there's anyone watching online and in the ether, again, our vendor has said, hey, we've got some instructions that might prick a few ears up. We're going to price this property at $629,000. Your line in the sand. That's what you look towards. Obviously, you know what you're here to bid and buy on. But ladies and gents, get in touch with Mark and Ben. They will show you through. I'm sure you'll love the location as much as you love the home. Have a look and all the very, very best going forward. Thank you.
Well, on we go, ladies and gentlemen. We head out to Waimari Beach, a man who lives in the area and loves the area, Mr. Len Carragher. Pleasure for him to bring 14 Eastwood Rise to the auction arena here and now for your consideration. The contract that you're looking to sign if you're successful in purchasing just makes clear that it's a freehold title, a really good sized section, this at 775 square metres more or less, and a good long settlement date in place being Tuesday the 4th of November. But an opportunity, a chance here to live the good life, live that lifestyle that's on offer here with the beach just steps away. Through the fence, the walkway right there. It's an idyllic position to make the most of. You've got, of course, the golf course right there, the trails, the walking and biking the Bottle Lake Forest as well. So much to do and enjoy. Back section, beautifully peaceful at the same time. This home, I know our owner has just loved her years at this address. Somewhat of a reluctant parting, it's fair to say, on offer here, but single level, the ease of that, good proportions to the home, those added extras of the solar panels on the roof, the wetback system as well, highly efficient and going to keep those bills to an absolute minimum. Outside, even with the fruit trees and veggie garden, you can grow your own produce, which will only contribute to that factor. Lots to love about the property, lots to love about where you sit, the lifestyle on offer, a destination just as much as a home. So, 14 Eastwood Rise, ladies and gentlemen, again, an opening bid. Who is here to purchase? Where do we start? Value is what? To get off and underway? Again, a clue from me, maybe something as easy as 750 to get started, or a number you prefer. Is there that in the room? Interest is there? We here to purchase, need to bid to buy. What do we think? 750. Thank you, sir. $750,000. We head north and north only from there. It's $750,000. The sunshine, the sand, the surf, the recreation aplenty. At 750, is there 800? Maybe. First call at $750,000. Twice called at 750 is the competition. Third final then at just a handful. Okay, 755. The responses from there is at 800 this time. At 755. Well, same courtesy at 60 if you prefer to do it that way. Once called at 755. 60 now the offer. 65 I'm going to assume is back with you, sir, or stronger. But $760,000 and seated just in front. No better? First call at 760. Twice then at 760 this side of the room. 65. At 765. Solar panels, the wetback, low energy bills, if not zero, at certain months of the year. 765, 770 easily spent, easily done. Twice called at 765. 770. And at $770,000, once, twice at 770. Third final then at $770,000. 75. Should we go 800 this step? 775. First call with you still, sir, standing, twice called at 775. Third final at 780 now, at 780, handful by handful, at $780,000. For the first call at 780. 800 still comfortable, I'd have thought. Twice called at $780,000. 85. 90 is it? At 785. 90 and appreciated. 95 or 800, your decision to make. $790,000 for 14 Eastwood Rise. The walkway right there, everything so close. Great neighbourhood at $790,000.
793.
Okay, we'll try it. 793. I'm going to assume it's 800 back though, sir. At 793. 95. 800 this step. At 795. First call at 795. 98. What about 805, sir? $798,000. 800 squared off. 805 to move forward. 810 to be better. First call at 800,000. Twice at 800,000. Down here.
803.
803. Let's try the 810. 805. Still determined. 805, 810, strategic. Once, twice at 805. You look like you're cooking up a number, sir. Third and final call at $805,000. Bids here against you, an answer. 805.
807.
807. 810 is it? 810. Turn again. $810,000. Back section, any advance at 810. Once, twice at $810,000. The rest of you are very welcome at 812, the dozen. 812. 812, maybe 20. 15. 815. 20 is my suggestion again. $815,000. Once called then at $815,000. Get you over the line. Second call at 815. Third and final time at 815. What about 20, sir? Okay, 816. Appreciate the manners. 816. Is it 20 down here? 17. 817. $817,000. Big decisions being made. Appreciate that. Shouldn't be too much procrastinating though. 817.
Do we have instructions?
No, we don't. 817. You're not in front. That's really all that matters at this stage. 817. Bid down here with you, sir. Have a conversation if there's not a better one. First call, twice called at 817. 18. 19. 819. Once, twice. 20. 21. 821. Let's go 25 together. 821. For the first call at 821. Twice called at 821,000. Third and final then, 821 down here.
822.
22. 23. One's a bit easy. 823.
825.
Welcome in, Mr. Swift. Working with the buyer there. 825. Good to have your company as always. 825. 830 is it? At 825. First call. Down here with you. Second call. 26. 30 is it? 826. Back to the side at 826. This time at 826,000. Twice called or back here. 826, 27 or 30. Third final call at $826,000.
27.
Or had him 27. Do we go 28? His bid is 827. Happy at 28 with a 1 on top of that. Or down here, $827,000 in the corner. By the 1,000 at 827. You calm, leisurely people on the Waimarie Beach, I can see. No one in a hurry. 827, and why would you be? 827, do we go 30? Once, twice, third final, till 8, back here at 828. We go there to 30. Andrew, $828,000 or 29 with you, sir, is it? At 828, down here, first, second, at 828. Third final call then, at $828,000.
829.
829. Let's go 35. 829. Good bidders, all of you. 829. 30 then. 30 it is. 830,000. 31, 35. First call at 830,000. Twice call down here. Mr. Swift. Third and final at $830,000. 31 or better. 31. 31. Yes, 831. 32. Just a little bit more. Back in pole position if you do. $831,000 over here for the first time, for the second time at $831,000. Can I tempt you back or down here? Third and final call at 831. No better? If not, having a conversation, bidders with you, sir, at 831. We're doing just that. I need to have a chat to you privately. We're pausing. Not permitted to sell there, but we're going to have a conversation just off to the side there. Follow Karen.
All right, folks, keeping the day moving on. Just a slight reshuffle in the order. Just going to jump forward to number 2, Kilty Street. Absolute pleasure to work alongside Debbie Pettigrew from the Beckenham team. Again, a busy lady today and a beautiful offering here in Kilty Street in Upper Riccarton. Of course, the real stunner, of course, that freehold parcel underneath. 283 square metres of land, not a bit of a rarity in properties like this. Settlement coming your way the 16th of October, of course, unless you're working to any pre-agreed dates with the vendor ahead of time. But hey, the home itself, I've looked forward to seeing this one for a little while. What a proposition, what an absolute cutie, and what probably one of the smartest decisions you might make for your future, for your family. Again, the location. Had the pleasure of visiting our vendors the other day. It has been a superb holding for them. Again, you walk inside, it's flexible. The floor plan, it just opens up, of course, that backyard. Lots of sun, the solar saturation, that living area, absolutely spot on. Again, you've got a nice, decent-sized private backyard there. Again, lots you can do to enhance and add value, or just utilise the location again and look forward from there. You've got that extra freestanding the single garage, sorry, not the double garage. So again, lots to love, again, about the home, but lots to love about the location. You're so close to so much in terms of course, you've got schooling, you've got the university just down the road. So again, you'll never, ever struggle to try and find tenants to live in the property, or again, you might just utilise that location. And again, what's on your doorstep going forward from there? So is it a lock up and leave? Is it the lifestyle? Or is it that sound savvy investment going forward? Well, you call it as you will. The convenience is there for your perusal, but going forward from here, number 2, Kilty Street. Who wants to start me away? Is it an opening bid, opening offer? Where do we say go? You call it, I'll count it, we'll work with it. Where do we say go?
430.
430,000, Grant, working with a buyer down there at the back of the room at $430,000. There's the line in the sand. Who's here to contest north of there? Is it 440, 450? You call it, I'll work with it. 430 I have. First call, 440 down here, sir. Good luck to you at $440,000. 2 in play at this stage. Back at 450 would be my advice at this stage. But 440 I have. 5. I'll take a 5 just because you're smiling at me, Grant. We'll work with you. 445. Is it 55, sir? Do we stick in the teens? 50, all right, don't listen to me, that's fine, but I'll work with you. Give you the same grace and courtesy at 4 and 55 straight back. Is it 60 this time, shall we say? He's listing this time on the nod, he says at 460,000. First call at 460, 000. 465, sticking in the 5s. 70, sir, absolutely on the nod, he says. No hesitation, $470,000. 75 straight back. Maybe go 10 now, sir. 80, all right, don't listen to me again, that's fine, second time lucky. 480,000 we have here. Is it 85? First call, 85, thought it was coming. Is it 500, sir? He's smiling, thinking, or do we stick with the 5? 485,000 I have against you here though, sir. First call, $485,000 for Kilty Street for the location. Is it 90? First call, 485,000. Only 87. I'll work with you, sir, just because you're smiling at me. We'd like to deal with so far at $487,000. Is it 90 straight back? 88. All right, no one's listening to me today. That's fine. Maybe Debbie can go and round them up there. But 88 we have here, sir. 89. 90 this time, sir. I said it before, it might be the way to go. At 89 we have against you down here. First call, $489,000. 90, there it is. Good work, Grant. Working away. Sir, don't let him deter you. He might be loud. Is it 91? Maybe go 2 this time. Keep with me, but 490,000 against you down the left. First call, 490,000. Freestanding, freehold. Where would you find better? Work with me, sir. You've been here all this time. Don't lose me now. Against you at 490 down the back. Debbie, can I have some instructions, please, at $490,000? What are we saying and doing? Sir, can I say 91 on your behalf? Take a half if it helps. 500 might be the best money you've spent. Haven't spent a penny yet. $490,000. You heard it here, folks. No second chances. On the market and selling away, sir, to you at this stage, I will say, at $490,000. That may change. Call it through 3 times. Hammers up at $490,000. Is there a half down here, sir? Any advance? 91. Good work, sir. Back in play. $491,000. Change your keys. Did they stay there? You tell me. First call, 491. Any advance? Give you the same opportunity, sir. Give you some time to digest. 500 more. Oh, 491 and a half. Don't lose me now, sir. It's worth fighting for. How do you value a home like this in $500 bids? You tell me. 92. Good work, sir. Keep with me. $492,000. Take another 500, sir. Good work at 492 and a half. Maybe 95 might be where you need to go, sir, but happy to work with you either way. $492,000 and selling. Down here, what's the retort? First call, 492 the half. Location, livability, schooling, you find me better on a freehold title, stand alone. Hammers up, what are we saying and doing? Second call, third, last chance, sir. Another 500. Permission to sell down here, back to the open home trail. You can change your mind. All right, sir, thanks for your bidding. You might have done it, sir, because it goes, it is gone and sold. Congratulations, well done.
Then I'll move straight on to Rutland Street. Okay, folks, we'll keep the morning moving and take you back firstly to Addington, and it was 43 Parade Court where we left the room with a bid of $625,000. We have had productive discussions outside the room. And where are my bidders? They're here somewhere. Can I get you to confirm that that bid is now increased to $682,000? They're in the room here somewhere for me. Anyway, the bid is increased to $682,000, and I can confirm we are selling today, if there is no further bid, at $682,000. First, second, third, final time. Well, folks, it's going. It's going. It's sold. Moving on, and I have an absolutely stunning property for you now. If I can just have your attention, please, folks. This is one that certainly deserves it. It's an absolute standout property which has been very proudly brought to the market by Courtney Pero in conjunction, of course, with Stoke Homes, who have produced an absolutely stunning product here in an outstanding location. I'll talk about all of that in just a few moments. But firstly, I'll draw your attention to the contract, which outlines that 142 Rutland Street in St Albans, Christchurch, is of course a freehold title and a very sought after part of our city, and it is made up of some 615 square metres more or less. And of course the settlement date, which is set down in the contract, does vary. I know there's been some special requests made that have been put to our owner and accepted, so of course you'll be bidding on those variations here today. Well, folks, as I said, what an absolute standout. If you've had the pleasure of going through like I did, it is something which truly sticks in your memory. I think it's the finishing, and if you've been through the build process, you'll know that there's different finishes that you can choose. There's different costs to things that you do throughout a building process. And I went through this and I thought, wow, our builders have done an outstanding job here. And it's the really clever things that only I think by being in the trade you're going to know. The finishings throughout the kitchen there, the spaces, the design, of course, which had great input from next door. They absolutely stand out, and as you can see, could be off the pages of a house and garden magazine. But it's also those extras too, the space you've got, of course, that utility room. I think that's a real added bonus. The extra space, of course, also in the garage there too, whether it be for bikes, lawnmowers, etc. And the 615 square metres means you've got plenty of space, of course, for that indoor-outdoor flow and that entertaining. And you'd certainly want to do a lot of entertaining because you'll be the envy of all your friends with this outstanding home. But of course, if you did venture out, it's just a short walk down to Merivale. You've got, of course, Boys High, Girls High school zoning underpinning your investment. It's a truly sought-after location. Of course, St Andrews College just down the road as well. That's only going to become more and more sought after in years to come. But folks, you know all this. That's why you're here. The thing we don't know yet is where you see value. So folks, who's going to start me today for this truly special character contemporary home, brand new, of course, in Rutland Street? What do we say, folks? I'd rather you start than me, but I will if I have to. What do we say about an easy $1.7 million? So 1.7 to get us underway. Certainly wouldn't be selling there. 1.7, thank you, sir, we're off and underway. An easy 50 on top from here, I'd suggest. At 1.7, is there 1.750? 1 3/4 million is what I'm looking for. At 1.7 million, I call it away then first. 1,750. Thank you, sir. Straight back to 1.8, I'd suggest. At 1.750. Do the maths, crunch the numbers. At 1,750, an absolute bargain buy. Is there 1.8 in the room? Who else is going to join it? 780. I'll take it, sir. Moving in the right direction. But I'd suggest stay stronger. 790. Would you say 1.8, sir? Bit of work to be done here, clearly. Okay. At 1,795, smash through the barrier, sir. Don't make it too easy for them. You know value's clearly north of here. Wait, I'd say 1.850, but I'd take 1.8. 1.810. Moving in the right direction. We'll do it bite by bite if that's what you want to do. At 1.810. But as I say, crunch the numbers. Try and replace this. It's a brand new home, folks. And as I say, the finishing are truly something special. At 1.815. 20. 1.820. 1.850, I said it before. Certainly wouldn't be selling there. At 1.820. 1.830. 35. As I say, you're going to take it bite by bite. At 1.835. 1.850, sir. Suggest it again. As I said, I won't be selling there, but we're moving in the right direction. 1.850. 5.5. I'd suggest 1.9, or if someone else wanted to join in, I'd suggest 1.9. Clearly work to do here. At 1.855. 1.86. 70. 80. 1.9, sir, I'd suggest. 1.880. At 1.880 for the first time. 90. 1.9, sir. 1.9. Perhaps straight to 2 million, sir. Or we'll take it bite by bite if you like. 1.9 I've got here. At 1.9 million. As I say, folks, it comes down to the detail, the immaculate craftsmanship throughout this home. At $1.9 million, holding the bid over here. First, 05. 1,950,000, I'd suggest, sir. 910, though. You call it, I'll take it. 1,910,000. I'd suggest 52, sir. Should be easy decisions at this level. 1,910,000. At 1,910,000. First, second, third, final time. At 1,910,000. Are we coming back in, sir? It's against you. 15. 950, I'd suggest. 1,930. 1,950, sir. You try and replicate this. 1,930. Certainly nothing on the market like this, folks. None of the maintenance issues of a 100-year-old home. It's brand new. And as I say, the spec is meticulous. At 930, 1,930,000. But over here, first, second, third, sure, sir. Another 5 tucked away. Well, I'm not at a level I can sell, folks. But if I do have no further bid, I'll be pausing here on the gentleman's bid at 1,930,000. I do warn you, sometimes when we leave, we do not come back to the room. If you do have interest north of this level, your chance is now and might only be now. One last check around the room, folks. Any advance on 1,930,000? First, second, third, final time before I pause. Sir, pausing on your bid. Not a level I can sell. We'll find a quiet space and we'll come and have a chat.
right, ladies and gents, thanks for your patience. Again, just going to do a slight reshuffle in the order for the purpose of keeping the day flowing freely along. Just going to jump ahead to number 89, Oranic Drive in Yoldhurst, the Kintyre subdivision here. Absolute pleasure to welcome and work alongside, of course, Ben McCarthy, Mark Holland from the Avonette team. Their second offering here today. Busy and hard at work as always. Now, look, they're great at obviously working with the vendors, looking after them, distributing documentation, which is what I work from now. Of course, the freehold title that comes with this home, the one you look to acquire, that 480 square metres of land coming your way, of course, on the 27th of November, unless you're working to a pre-agreed date. That's what's on the contract. But the home itself, look, had the pleasure of popping out, seeing it with the team and meeting our owners, and it's just as pretty on the inside as what it is on the outside. When you see the brick and stone, you know you're in for something just a little bit special. And when you walk inside those doors and you're greeted with that beautiful inviting hallway, you know the vendors have put in a lot of time, care and hard work, not just to look after, but to evolve and present this home. Again, the flexibility of the floor plan, when you get down the end there, it just opens up between the kitchen, living, dining space, just zooming forward to that sunshine. And of course, I love that off to the side there, you've got that second living space for your Netflix nights or your noisy teenagers. You can just tuck them away. Again, the floor plan is there to service you going forward. Hey, plenty of bedrooms and bathrooms to look after the family, but the master retreat, again, you've got that ensuite there, and of course, that walk-in robe. It is actually just a superb home from start to finish. Absolutely stunning. Of course, you're on that TC1 land in that location, nice and firm, looking after your investment long into the future. And again, the location, you're just down the road from the hub, plenty of locations around you for shopping. And again, you've got those arterial routes on your doorstep, so in and out of the city, an absolute breeze. But hey, our vendors have said, look, we've done our time. It's time to pass the baton. We're here to find that next owner who is here to start me away at number 89, Oranic Drive in Yoldhurst. Where do we say go, folks? 800 down the back there. 810 back here, Nicole. 815, thick and fast at this stage, I'm sure. 20 straight back here. Then 25 at 825. Is it 40, Nicole? 825 against you there. I'll take a 5 again if it helps, but 8.25 we have. First call, 825. 830. Working hard. Nicole, 35 down the back with Jalissa. Nicole, your turn at 835. Is it 50? We move things forward from there. But 835 on the phone against you here. First call at 835,000. Take a 5 if it helps. Everyone else, welcome to join. 1,000 more? Would you take 5? Oh, you're smiling. I'll work with you at 836. That's okay. At 836,000. Not going to lose me for 1,000, Jalissa. 840. Thought it might be there. Straight back at 840. Triple O. Everyone else, welcome to join or call it through. First call at $840,000. Take another one if it helps. Second call. Buyers on notice. Third, final time, 840,000 I have on the phone. Any advance, otherwise I pause, have a conversation on the phone. Nicole, last chance, we might not come back. Maybe 500. Look at your future on the screen. The home, the location, the quality. Where do you find better? First, second, third, and final call, otherwise I pause. All right, auction open at $840,000. Going to pause, have a conversation there. We'll come back to you very shortly, folks.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, good conversation taking place on 14 Eastwood Rise out of the auction room. That conversation has seen the bid lifted to $839,500 at a level at which your owners have said the property is withdrawn and sold out of the room. Congratulations to our new owner. Well done, Len Carragher, and thank you, of course, to Mary. And gentlemen, moving on, appreciate your patience, moving as quickly as we can. We get underway now with 25 Hillcrest Place in Avonhead, working alongside, of course, Sean and Tanya from the Riccarton team. The paperwork makes very clear that you purchase a freehold parcel of 607 square metres, more or less, in this case. The 26th of October will be move-in day. That'll be your settlement and possession date you'll be working towards. But of course, on offer, all the benefits of Avonhead, the host of amenities, great things on offer, good neighbourhood, good community, and an excellent home to enjoy it all from. The quiet street, of course, a big part of the appeal. It's a home that has really good space, ample living both inside and outside. That's going to make the day-to-day so easy, right through to those larger and grander occasions. This is a setup, I think, where you'll entertain often and so very, very easily. It's a home that's also had a number of improvements made to it, put into it in recent years. That's just enhanced both the practical and the cosmetic appeal. Again, it's move-in ready, nothing to do but sit back and enjoy it all. A true family proportioned home where your family can thrive. Likely going to be a very long and very happy tenure ahead for the next. So, 25 Hillcrest Place. Buyers in your capable hands, an opening bid to start. Who purchases, who begins, who finishes, what's the figure to get off and underway? For Avonhead, for the family-sized home, theme of the day, a clue from me. Again, I give you one at an easy level, maybe 800. How does that sound? To get off and underway? Start there. Should get you excited. A lot of house for that sort of money. Well, Sean, Tanya with me if it needs to be. It's just a line in the sand at $800,000. Easy to step for. Get yourself involved from there. $850 to do so is there. First call, $800,000. Chasing only $850. Twice the money at $800,000. Third final call, all on notice. If there's not a hand up, we'll pass the property and talk to parties post-auction. $850, better than 8 to talk. Right, Sean, Tanya, if that's the case, look, conversations to be had post-auction. I'm going to allow you to do that. A final vendor bid from me at $900,000, indicating I don't think we're selling there, obviously, but north of that level, north of $900,000. Look, we're going to welcome offers going forward, conditional or otherwise, but north of $900,000, conversations welcome to be had. You've already got people to talk to. It won't last long. If you haven't had a look, take the time to do so. Reach out, get in touch with Sean and Tanya. Thank you.
Okay, folks, I now have the pleasure of taking you up to the beautiful Mount Pleasant. It's been very proudly brought to the market by Alison Carter, of course, of the Harcourts Ferrymead team. It is the special family home on the hill at 8 Michael Avenue.
But firstly, folks, I draw your attention to the contract, which outlines that 8 Michael Avenue in Mount Pleasant, Christchurch, is of course a freehold title, made up of a beautifully landscaped and established 728 square metres, more or less. And your settlement date is set down in the contract as Friday, the 31st of October 2025, unless otherwise arranged by Alison and our owners ahead of today's auction. And I do understand there have been some variations agreed to. So, folks, as I said, it's a special family home on the hill. On a day like today, just look at those views. World class, I would say. And of course, if you're a family, you'd probably move in and it would be a long, long time before you moved. Like our current family, of course, with some 46 years in residence here in Michael Avenue. And why wouldn't you? As I said, you've got those views every day. You've got a solid family home with so many living options on multiple levels. Love that potting shed out the back, a home office, whatever you're going to use it for. But of course, the location too. I think in the early days of Mount Pleasant, they took the best spots, and this is certainly one of those. As I said, just nestled nicely halfway up the hill there. You've got Mount Pleasant Primary not too far away as well, and the views are some of the best in the city. Of course, across the city, as you can see there, the hills in the background, 180 degrees. I'd say potentially even more than that, folks. But as I said, great family home, so many options. They're getting harder and harder to find. And I think the garaging on the hill here is the true standout. I don't think I've seen a home in Mount Pleasant with as much garaging in off-street park. So, folks, with all that said, where do you see value? Who's going to start me away for this special one on the hill? Are we looking for a clue from the auctioneer? Well, I tell you what, I wouldn't sell it at $1,050,000. Be keeping it all day long. Would someone start me at $1,050,000? 175, even better. At $1,075,000, perhaps 25's on from here would be a good pace to keep. Is there 1.1 in the room? At $1,075,000, you'd buy it sight unseen at 1.1. At $1,075,000, calling it then first. Second, where was that? Thank you, sir, 1.1. Coming back in, ma'am, another 25, would you say? 1.11, you sure? But early for 10s, ma'am. 25, would you say? You sure? Okay, you're persistent. At 1.1, I wouldn't slow down if I was you, though, sir. $1,150,000, I'd suggest. On the nod there, he sees value all day long. You should too, ma'am. At $1,150,000. 60. She's persistent with these 10s. Keeping you in the game, though, sir, I'd suggest perhaps straight to 1.2. At $1,160,000. 1.2. Oh, 10s, sir. I thought you were a better judge of value than that. At $1,170,000, though. But the 10s aren't working for you, ma'am. 1.2, I'd suggest. 1.19. Smash through the barrier, sir. Okay, 1.2 though it is. 1.2 there. 1.22. No pattern now. 1.22 we've got. Back with my starter at 1.22. I'd suggest something stronger, sir. 1.250, would you say? At 1.22, it's against you here. First, 10, 30 it is. 40 it is. We're getting there bite by bite. 250, sir. 250 on the nod. 1.255. I'd suggest 1.3, sir. But 1.255 is against you here. At 1.255, first, another 5. 1.26 and 0. 1.270. I said it before, sir. 1.3. Value here all day long. At 1.270. 10 on. 280 it is. 1.285. Valuing it down to $5,000 bits. 1.3, sir. Said it before. I'll say it again. At 1.285. 1.3, would you say? 1.3 on the nod. 1.305. What do you say, sir? 1.320. 10 on top. 5 it is. 1.310. 1.310. Perhaps instructions, Alison, at 1.310. What are you saying, ma'am? 1.315. Sir, you're coming back. 1.320, would you say? 1.315, and it's against you here. First, Loud and clear. Another 5 there, sir. 320 it is now, and we're selling. Playing for keeps, ma'am. Make no mistake. Next bid could own it at 1,320,000. Gentleman's holding the keys, though, at this stage. At 1,320,000. 1,325. She's just stolen the keys back, sir. What do you say? Another 5 on top. 30 it is. 1,330. 1,350, ma'am, I'd say. The 5s aren't working, but I'll take another one if it's there. 1,330. Find another home like this. So much garaging. Those extra spaces. That potting shed. At 1,330,000. 2 on top, ma'am. I sell away. You can change your mind. You don't want to be back to the open home trail at the weekend. You can put it to bed now. At 1,332,000. Something stronger, sir, I'd suggest. Maybe a 10 on top. 1,340, would you even round me off? 1,340 it is. Could have been his last bid, ma'am. You'll only know if you test it. At 1,340,000 there, left-hand side. First, second, third, final time, and change your mind as many times as you like. Is there a 1 on top, ma'am? Before I sell, permission to sell your home to him at 1,340,000. It's going. It's going. You're sure? It's sold. Appreciate we are running a little behind time, but we get underway now, a little bit behind on our midday auctions. The first one, it's been a joy for Alison Aitken to market, 14A, Worsley's Road, of course, in Craycroft, that property, offered on an as-is, where-is basis. The rest of the contract, the key points here being it is a freehold parcel of some 803 square metres, more or less, all of which can be yours on the 9th of October. But what a position here at the foot of the hills, that botanical-like outlook with the reserve right there as a neighbour, lush and leafy, of course. A home that's so well orientated for that sunshine, it just soaks it up all day long. The advantages, of course, of single level of the permanent materials, good and spacious living in and out. That's going to make entertaining very, very easy. Choice of bedrooms, 4 of them. 3-car garaging, what a point of difference that is. Hard to get your hands on. Of course, Cashmere High school zoning, I just think that is the icing on top. And of course, your backyard includes the Port Hills and the Adventure Park. So, buyers, where do we start? Engagement and interest, Wolseley's Road, potential to work with, home project, what do we start? Where do we start? A number from you. Who's the first bidder to be? What do we think? 500. Optimistic, but off we go. On the phone with you, Luke, and on the telephone at $500,000, maybe 600 to move forward or better. 700's better at $700,000. Do we go to 800? Luke, your turn maybe, or elsewhere at $700,000. First call, is there 800 in the room? Twice called at $700,000. Over here with you on the window there at 800. $800,000, my right-hand side, 900 to move forward maybe. Matthew, Luke, what are we to do? $800,000? 810. Okay, we'll try the 810. Do we come back at 850 maybe? $810,000. 820, always. 820. 850 and appreciated down here at $850,000. 900, this is my suggestion, but you tell me what you want. 850 here and seated. First call. 860. 900, well done. $900,000. 910, 950, your turn, or elsewhere, maybe on the telephone, gentlemen. $900,000 down here. One of a kind property. What a position. What a spot to live life here in Craycroft. The Adventure Park. Keep as active as you want to at $900,000. Once, twice, third final at $900,000. 910, you face over here. 950 maybe, sir. At $910,000. 920, okay, try that. At 920. 930 with another 10. 950 this time. Do we go 60? Do we go $1 million? 960, $1 million. 1 million and appreciated, maybe $1 million and 10. First call at $1 million and $1 million only. For all of this, second call at the 1. Are we going again? Third and final call. Luke, any better? Matthew on the phone. Do we go another 10 at the $1 million holding, sitting? Better? $1 million and 10. Welcome back in at $1 million and 10. Is it $1 million and 50? So just to be clear, we have a new bid back here, $1 million and $10,000. Welcome you back at $1 million and 50. Okay, $1 million and 20. Easy to come back now at 30 at $1 million and $20,000. 1020. Here. 5,000 only, $1 million and 25. We got 135 with 10 more. At $1 million and $35,000, what about 40? At $1 million and $35,000, first call at 1035. 40. 150 at $1 million and $50,000. Another handful, another 10 in the back pocket at $1 million and $50,000. Down here at 1050. 60, good bid. Let's go 1-1. Okay, $1 million and 70. 1070. Is it 80? At $1 million and $70,000. First call at $1 million and 70. Twice called at $1 million and $70,000. 5 more. Third final call at $1 million and $70,000. Bid still with you, sir. Instructions are selling. There we go. Make that clear. At $1 million and $70,000, it's going to be yours if there's not a better bid at 1070. Connor, have that chat. Rest of you as well at $1 million and $70,000. We go if there's nothing better. Once and it goes. At $1 million and 70, I'd work with 1, work with 5. Second call at $1 million and $70,000. Third and final, you've been a good bidder. Nothing further down the front. We are going at $1 million and 70. It is gone and sold. Well bid. Nervous wait. Excellent work. Underbidders. Appreciate you as always. Thank
All right, ladies and gents, just going to take you back to number 89 Rannoch Drive in Yoldhurst. Wee bit of hush, thanks, ladies and gents. Exciting times, understand life-changing moments. Another one to announce, though, at number 89 Rannoch Drive. Look, we left at $840,000. Look, some conversations taking place outside the room. Julissa, that bid's been increased to $845,000. Can you please confirm that? Jalissa on the phone. Perfect, fantastic, thank you. At 8:45, as our vendors have said, look, it is time to move on. We are going to sell away today at 845,000 unless we see any better. So I'll call it through, I'll give it its time. 845,000. Any advance? Is there 500 more? Because it's selling. First call at 845. 500 more, sir. Might be the best 500 you ever spent. Second call, on notice, otherwise I sell away. Third, final chance. You sure, sir? Back to the open home trail, try and find another. You can change your mind, otherwise I sell. It goes. It goes. It is gone and sold. Congratulations. Well done. All right, ladies and gents, pretty excited about the next one. An absolute pleasure to welcome work alongside Dougal Boyd from the Riccarton team, the mastermind behind the operation, and no stranger to the auction arena. Hey, had the absolute pleasure of working alongside our lovely vendors, looking after them again, opening up this absolute beauty to the public, of course, the last few weeks. But what you look to bid and buy, folks, of course, that cross lease in freehold title tucked away down there, the fifth share of that 1,056 square metres of Merivale terra firma. Settlement date, the day you work towards, that's the 9th of October. And again, the proposition, well, hey, had the pleasure to pop down and have a look. What an absolute doozy. Look, we know postcodes, they make a big difference, but at the end of the day, inside is where you live, it's where you love. And this is just ready to move into and enjoy. Updated, refreshed, it is light, it is bright. It is absolutely spot on again, set to capture the sun, so you know that all day long you're just going to sit back and enjoy not just the location, but the comfort that comes from living here. And of course, outside you've got that absolutely fantastic courtyard there, just to sit and sip your coffee or enjoy those afternoons, those evenings in the location. But when you want to expand your horizons, walk down the road, hey, the location, as we know, there's so much on offer, from your shopping, your shops, your cafes, your lattes, you call it, you know it's on your doorstep. And again, postcodes mean promise, which what comes forward from there. So singles, doubles, downsizes, or just that savvy investor, we know this is one that's going to suit a few. So bidders and buyers, to the floor, number 5 bar, 28 Aikmans Road. Where do we say go? You call it, I'll count it, work with it. Who wants to start me away? Don't be shy. Is there a hand in the air? Rather work with your figure than mine. Where do we say go? Happy to suggest a figure if I don't see one. Is there $500,000 in the room? For Aikmans Road, surely, you might think I'm mad, but there's the line in the sand. Who wants to start me away? Any advance? First call, 500,000. North of there, we seek and search. Is there a hand in the air? Second opportunity at $500,000 only. Line in the sand. Is there 525? Happy to work with it. You call it, I'll have a conversation. Otherwise, I move things forward on a vendor bid. Third, final time at 500,000. 460. Don't like going backwards very much, man. Hey, look, your bid's better than mine. I'm going to retract my vendor bid at $460,000. We'll have a conversation, but there's work to do. Let me just make that very, very clean and clear. $460,000. Is there a conversation? Is there a condition? First call, 460. Any advance? Aikman's Road, second call at 460,000 only. Third and final. Look, if it's just you and me, ma'am, I'm just going to pause and have a conversation. That might be the simplest thing to do. Not going to go forward with a vendor bid at this stage. So look, pause. Auction open at 460,000 unless there is a hand in the air. Last chance. All right, auction open and pause. Let's find some space and have a conversation.
You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry.
Okay, folks. I now have the pleasure of taking you out to the ever popular and, as I often say, my favourite part of the city. It's Horswell, and very proudly brought to the market by Fernanda Hammett, of course, of the Harcourts Horswell team. It's the address of 6 Blue Jacket Drive in that very sought-after part of our city, folks. But firstly, I draw your attention to the contract, which outlines that 6 Blue Jacket Drive in Horswell is, of course, a freehold title made up of 446 square metres, more or less. Just the perfect size, I think, for a good indoor-outdoor flow and entertaining area, but not a slave to your section at the weekends. And of course, folks, your settlement date is set down in the contract as the 9th of October, so a nice quick turnaround unless otherwise arranged with our owner ahead of today's auction. Look at that, folks. It could be off the pages of a House and Garden magazine. It's a beautifully presented home. Why would you go through the stress and hassle of building when somebody's made all those decisions, done all the hard sweat and tears to get it to this level, folks, and you simply move in and enjoy? Of course, it's been a show home, and you can simply see that the way that the finishings throughout this truly stand out. It's bathed in light, of course, thanks to that skylight above as well, the nice modern light colour scheme throughout. Of course, you've got all those extras with the walk-in pantry, the study nook there as well, those concrete floors throughout are great for family living, of course. And just imagine those summer barbecues, and it's just so well positioned, of course, for the sun as well. So, folks, Blue Jacket Drive. Who's going to kick me off here? Where do we start? Great home in Horswell. Certainly wouldn't be selling at $800,000. Is there 800 in the room? Well, if you won't, I will. $800,000 on a vendor bid. We're off and underway. $25,000 on top would be my suggestion. Who's going to take the quarter from here? At $800,000, first, second, third, final time. Well, if you won't, I will. Clearly north of here, 825 with the vendor at $825,000 now. Folks, if you're not here to bid and buy, we'll talk to conditional buyers straight after auction. They're waiting in the wings at $825,000. Very valuable right to talk one-on-one with our owner. Well, $850, no hesitation there, folks. Value north of here. If the buyer's not here, Fernanda, I will pass it in, and of course you'll be talking to those conditional parties straight away. Any further advance? Well, folks, 900, last vendor bid from me, not selling there as well. If there is no bid in the room, looks like that's the case. Passing the property back to you, Fernanda. If you have interest north of 900, please talk to Fernanda. It certainly will not last long, I'm sure. Well, next up in our catalogue, ladies and gentlemen, 29 Devar Crescent in Broomfield. Beautifully presented home from our owners in question. Tyrone Halloran has led the marketing campaign over the last few weeks. Won't be a surprise when I confirm you're purchasing a freehold parcel of 761 square metres, more or less. And of course, that settlement date has you in for Christmas, the 4th of December. But a home here where you can live the good life, raise the family. They'll certainly flourish at this address. The space embrace the proportions, to do it all with ease, whether again it's that family life, whether it's those gatherings, that wonderful patio with the home wrapping itself around you for those barbecues, of course the backyard there. You've got the generous living inside with the separate formal lounge to give that intergenerational harmony. A really good communal hub as a result for all to make the most of. Bedrooms, of course, well proportioned. That master nicely removed from the rest. Massive point of difference, you'd have to say, is, of course, 4-car garaging, whether it's the vehicles or the storage or that bit of both. Top-notch kitchen with the gas hob, the stone bench top, as you can see there. Ticks an awful lot of boxes. Our owners are looking to move on with their next stage of life. So here, for sale, up for grabs, ready for the next chapter. Where do we start? Opening bid, 29 to bar. What have you come to pay? Where do we start, ladies and gentlemen? What's the level of interest?
800.
How many, ma'am? 800,000 dollars. We'll give it a go. 800,000, maybe 850, maybe 900 to go from there. First call at 800,000 dollars. Twice called at 800. Third final at 800,000 dollars. Well, ma'am, if it's you and I only, we'll have a conversation off to the side. Can't sell there, and you'll appreciate that. There's some serious work to do there, but we'll have a chat, pausing on your bid at $800,000, and we'll come and see you. Okay, folks, keep moving on with the afternoon, and this is a great entry-level opportunity, I think. We take you to Wainoni. It's the property at 53 Ottawa Road, very proudly brought to the market by Fernanda Hammett of the Harcourts Horsville team. But firstly, I draw your attention to the contract, which outlines that 53 Ottawa Road in Wainoni is, of course, a freehold title. It's, of course, the best title you can get in this country, folks, and it's 420 square metres of it. And the settlement date is set down in the contract as the 21st of November 2025, but a bit of flexibility there too if required. Well, folks, had the pleasure of going through just a couple of days ago. I think it's a great opportunity. You've got people around you that truly look after their homes. It's an area that I think is really developing well, and it is so close to the city as well. Of course, you've got the Avondale Golf Course not far away if that's what you're into too, or a short drive out to New Brighton Beach. It's all nearby. And of course, the central city, not all that far away as well. Throughout the home, as you can see, it's nice and light and bright, open plan throughout that kitchen dining area. You've got a good separate living there as well, and it is absolutely beautifully presented, and it is a true I do say well done to the vendors, that's what I'm trying to say, for absolutely fantastic presentation throughout the 3.5 weeks of this campaign. Great opportunity here, folks. Get on the property ladder in Wainoni. What do we say? Easy $500,000 to get us underway. You'd buy it sight unseen. Someone like you, Mr. Milligan, 500,000, would you start me? Well, if you won't, I will. 500,000, easy $500,000, moving forward from here. At $500,000 is the 525 in the room. At 500,000, calling it away then. First, second, third, final time. Tell you what, I'm moving it to 550 because I'm not selling there. On behalf of the owner, we need to be north of there. At $550,000, checking round the room. Otherwise, we're back to the conditional market. That's where you'll be competing with many, folks, but not here today. Okay, folks, at 550, one last vendor bid to 600. Doesn't look like our buyer is in the room today, Fernanda. Passing back to you, but with clear instructions now from our owner to price the property at $619,000, 619. And of course, if you haven't been through yet, it's going to be open both Saturday and Sunday from 11 till 11:30. Make sure you get through. Great opportunity here in Wainoni. Thank you. Right, ladies and gentlemen, an improvement in that bid on Devar Crescent, but not to a level we're going to be selling today. So that property's passed back to Tyrone. It's going to be made available with the price of $995,000. $995, that's where you need to be. Have the conversation with Tyrone. Give him a call. He'll get you through if you haven't seen it already. Thank you.
All right, folks, thanks for your patience. Just going to quickly take you back to 5 bar 26 Aikmans Road, 28 Aikmans Road, apologies. Look, we left the floor at $460,000. We've had some conversations off to the side, and our lead bidder has graciously increased that offer to $565,000. And our vendor has said, hey, look, sell away, time to move on, time to change the name of the title. So give it its time, call it through. First call at $565,000, any advance. Take $500 if it helps, otherwise I sell down the back. Second time. Third, last chance. Well, welcome home, folks. Aikman Road is yours because it goes, it is gone and sold. Congratulations. Well done. Well done, Dougal. All right, we've saved the best till last, haven't we, David? Absolute pleasure to work alongside Mr. Canning from the Beckenham team. Of course, Grant Milligan on the phone, helping and assisting as always. Welcome to our beautiful vendors and all the very, very best to them today. What you look to acquire with this last property, number 5, Helmsdale Street in Burwood. Of course, that freehold parcel of land, 645 square metres. Nice, neat and clean and easy there. Your settlement date, your happy day, your moving day, that is the 28th of November. So again, you're in before Christmas, but you're not running around and rushing, getting packed up next week. So again, plenty of time to prepare. But the home itself, hey, I've had a couple of visits to the lovely home, met our lovely vendors, and I can just see why they fell in love with it from the moment they walked up the drive. And wow, you just know when there's a house-proud home. From the lawns, the care, the hedges, these guys have not just lived in it, they've loved it, they've cared for it, and you can see why. You sit in that living space, look at the glass, the solar again, you're just going to get absolutely saturated all day long. The kitchen space, hey look, the flexibility, I love the way it just goes outside. You see the decking space there. You can just see the family barbecues, the Friday drinks, the friends, the hosting, boasting again. Look at that space. Again, you've got your garaging, your toys, your tools, catered and cared for off to the side there. So what a fabulous home. Again, you've got plenty of space for the kiddies, the growing family. Again, 3 good bedrooms come with the home, the separate laundry. What an absolute beauty. Low maintenance, but again, it is just going to look after you going forward so much. And again, location, hey, we live where we live based on our lifestyle. What's on your doorstep, as we know? You've got QE2, you've got Bottle Lake Forest, you've got the coastline not far away, and it is an easy commute into the city. So we can see why it has been an absolute favourite and so well looked after. But bidders and buyers, hey, I've talked enough. It is your time to shine. Who wants to start me away with number 5, Helmsdale Street in Burwood? Where do we say go? Who wants to stake their claim? Is your line in the sand? Hand in the air. If you come to buy, don't be shy. It might be big, but I don't bite. Rather call it you. Where do we start? Is your hand in the air? Happy to suggest a figure if you don't. Work with it. All right, $550,000. There's the vendor bid. Won't sell it there. North of there, I'm sure there'll be a sea of hands jumping in. But 5.5 and 0, where do we start and go forward from there? Is it 575, 600? Don't let me limit you. First call at 575 at this stage, would we say, ma'am? There we go, on the phone at $600,000, 625, 620, all right, I'll take it and work with you, ma'am. Good luck to you at $620,000. 30 straight back here with Grant, is it 40? 45, even better. Mix it up. No pattern and purpose. Work with you all day long at 645,000 and 50 back here. 5 on top. He's slowing down. Take confidence there, ma'am. Is it 55 or 60? Stay strong is my advice. First call at 6.5. 55. Work with the 5 all day long. Good luck to you at $655,000. Is it 660 like the band? Call it clear. Work with it all day long. 565. Sorry, 655. I'm getting confused there, aren't I? 655 down the back. Grant, your turn. At 655,000. Where do we go from here? 660 is the obvious return. First call for Burwood.
58.
58. I'll work with it at 658. Left the 660 wide open down the back there for you, ma'am, at 658. Against you here, though, 658. First call, 658,000 on the phone. You've turned up, you've fronted up, but you're not in front. Time to change that at 658,000. Second opportunity. Third.
2,000.
All right, good work at 660,000. We got there together. Fantastic. Glad to work with you at 660. Back on the phone, we seek and search. There's another 2,000 hiding away there. With 661. Brick by brick we go. How do you value a home of this presentation and location in $1,000 bids? But we'll work with you at 661. Down the back, your turn. In second place, time to change it. First call, 661.
1,000.
One more thousand, I'll work with you at 662. Brick by brick we go. Who's going to own it? Backwards and forwards we go. 665 is my advice, Grant, at this stage, but 662 you are in second place. Down the back. First call, 662. Second opportunity. Third. Take a 500 if it helps. Have the conversation. Last chance. 500 more. Or do I pause, have a conversation down the back? For ownership, what do we say and do? All right, 662. Look, I'm going to pause, have a conversation. You're my leading bid at this stage. Don't have instructions quite yet. Well, let's have a chat.
So I take you back to what was our 6th auction of the day at about 11:30, but it has been very constructive discussions outside the room, and I can now confirm that that bid has been increased to $2,250,000, and our owner's instructions are to withdraw the property and sold. Congratulations to my purchase. Thanks once again to our sellers. Be back with you shortly.
but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak just my mind. Oh, baby, you give me ice and fire. You're chilling in the rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, 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 oh,
All right, team, thank you for your patience. Hey, we left the floor at 662. Look, conversation stalled a wee bit off to the side. Look, the underbid has come forward and actually improved his position to $663,000, holding the bid on the phone with Grant Milligan. And our vendor has said, look, it is time to move on to our future plans. We're going to sell away today at $663,000 unless we see anything further. So give it its time. Let that digest a wee bit. We'll be selling away at $663,000. First call at 663 000. Any advancement from there, 500 if it helps, it might change your future. Second call, hammers up. Anything further? Third, final time, down the back, any advance, take 500, it might change your future. Locked in, permission to sell on the phone. Well, it goes. Well done overseas, because it looks like you're owning Burwood. It's gone and sold. Congratulations, well done.